We are back with another episode of my truck camper renovation series. The demo is finally done. Well, almost. So yeah, I'm just about done with the demolition on this thing. I've got most of the rod out of it, except for the roof. The roof is really going to be a bit of a challenge. The problem I'm facing with the roof is that since I've kind of got the front tore apart here, I'm worried about losing the structure with things staying perpendicular, plumb, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and rebuild the front, okay? And then I'm going to take the rest of the roof off and fix the back roof separately. I thought about taking the whole roof off, but I was worried about, the walls starting to bow out like this. And so that's going to be my strategy. I did run into quite a bit of mold and stuff on the roof. I knew it had been repaired. I expected there was going to be a problem there. I guess it's easy to get discouraged, but I'm not at this point. I think I'm still money ahead. However, there have been some other things show up that I've discovered, and I need to start to make some real big decisions here on how I'm going to go forward. One of the first things I've decided to do is that I need to sheathe the whole roof. Before, just the back 4 feet was sheathed with a piece of 1/4 inch OSB. And of course you could see it was totally rotten. But the point is, I'm going to be putting solar panels on the roof, and I want something to screw them to. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and sheathe with 3/8 from the front seam, where the radius starts, if you will, back to the back. And I'll have 3/8 plywood down for all of that. That should provide me with a good enough base that I can screw my solar panels to the roof and not worry about them lifting off. Otherwise, I'd had to try to jerk and jockey around to get the structure where it needs to be. And at this point, I think it's going to be better and easier to just do sheathing on it. Yeah, it's going to add a little bit of weight, probably another 50 or 60 pounds. But I have a 1-ton truck, and I'm not too worried about it. So I don't think it'll add a whole lot of weight. Some other things I'm going to be doing is in the roof, I'm going to be upping some of the structure there to kind of beef it up, again, because I'm going to have solar panels in there. So in some cases they used 1x4s. I might cut down to like 2x3s, which should give me a little stiffer, stronger structure, a little bit more to screw to as well. And then I'm going to relocate like where the antenna was. Plus I need to get a mount point out for my cellular booster antenna that I harvested off the RV, my old Class A. I planned on putting it in this rig, so I didn't include it in the cell. And so I think that antenna is going to be going up in this corner. The thing about those boosters is you want to have the antennas as far apart as possible. So I'm considering 2 things. 1, back on the ladder, or 2, up on this corner. I'm just trying to decide inside where would be the best place to put the inside repeater antenna. And well, since we have such a nice opening here, I think it's going to probably be up here above the fridge. Is probably where it's going to go, because that should provide me with pretty good coverage as far as boosting ability throughout the RV. So today the plan is I'm going to go ahead and work on this structure here and try to get it back to square and plumb. You can see this corner sagging a little bit. I'm also going to remove these jacks. I'm going to pull them out this way and get the camper set back on it, because I want to lift it up and I want to do a little bit more leveling. Because what's happened is that it rained and some of the blocks settled a little bit, and I anticipated that. So I was checking it here with the level the other day. So you can see here I'm still down a little side to side here. I need to come up probably 3/8. And out here it's even worse, but this corner has sagged a little bit because all the structure is gone. So first things first, I'm going to get this corner and everything rebuilt today. So now I'm fitting this corner here. I need my torpedo level. See if that's plumb. Okay, so I'm installing this 1x4 here, but I'm going to let this back a little bit because I want to be able to lap this over and give it a little more strength in this corner. Tools are hot. I'm sitting in the sun. So hot that the handle's turning on this. So I'm going to finish putting this piece together here. I've got this, and I need a 2x2 on the outside there. I think it's 2x2, yeah. And a 2x2 across here, and then a 2x2 here. 22 and 5/8. The nice thing about this stuff is you can cut it with a utility knife. So I'm continuing on some demolition here on this side. You can see this board needs to be replaced, and I'm going to replace this wall back to here. I'm going to pull out what I need to pull out to get access to stuff, but I'm not going to move everything. But the trick is, you see these staples here, okay, all through this? They're also stapled from the back. I kind of learned my lesson the hard way, buggering up a couple boards, so I've learned now that I need to saw the staples from the front, and I'll go through right at the seam of the board, right at the joint, and cut them. Well, as you can see, I've kind of worked ahead, but if you want to see how I got here, watch for a future episode coming soon. It's been a lot of fun, but I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'll be sharing those with you over the next couple of weeks. So if you'd like to support my channel in another way, I'd really appreciate it if you'd visit Amazon through the link in the description in this video. Doesn't matter what you buy, I'll get a small commission on it. You'll pay the same price, and we'll both be ahead in the long run, and I thank you for that in advance. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up. Always appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Ring the notification bell. We're about a third of the way, well, that might be a little optimistic, through. Lots still to come, so be sure and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the future episodes. But that'll have to do it. Thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Until we get together for another truck camper renovation video, peace.